works better for the audience that we have on these sessions. As well, like for me right now is 7 p.m. For you is a bit earlier on. So
it's still 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Okay, wow, yeah. It's cool because we always get people from all over the place. So that's really better. So I think we're live. We are gonna be waiting a few more minutes. I think we still have plenty of people today already expecting of what we're gonna be seeing. So that's always very cool. So I think that without further ado, I can introduce our super nice host for today, which is Genia. To be sharing with you a bit of details about her. She's an AI partner, so very beloved in our community, and a creative director and AI content creator, which is known for turning bold ideas into stop scrolling visuals, which if you follow her on Instagram, you surely know about this. With a strong background in marketing and over 40 completed courses in design, branding, generative AI, she's seamlessly blending strategy and imagination with like a deeply human touch, which I think that is something key when working with Gen AI. So that's amazing. So her surreal, highly shareable content, created and shared daily, has reached over 7 million people in just 3 months, which is insane. With more than 720,000 hours of total watch time, like outstanding. And your visual storytelling has been recognized by Adobe UK and trusted platforms like us, Freepik, Blink, Pika, Hylio, Hydra, like a bunch of our the tooling that you can also find with us, like a very, very long list, where you have collaborated also as a creative partner. It's fair to say that your passion lies in the intersection of beauty, emotion, innovation, technology, and that you draw on neuromarketing and emotional intelligence to kind of shape content that resonates with people on like a deeper emotional level, and that you make very complex ideas feel accessible, memorable, and real. So it's fair to say that you're helping redefine what creative works looks like in the age of AI, where human vision leads and technology follows now, which is like a super nice message that we also endorse on Freepik. So it's amazing to have you here hosting our third inspiring session. So yeah, again, super happy to have you here, Genia. On the floor is yours. Do share your secrets with us.
Thank you so much, Sophia, for such sweet introduction. And thank you so much for all your support. It's priceless. So yeah, today I will be showing how to create one of the possible viral videos for your Instagram or other social media, because this is what those days is about. You guys don't need any kind of designer background just to follow step by step. It's very easy and fascinating, whether you're a marketer, a small business owner, or just discovering AI. It will be very easy, I promise. So grab yourself a drink and get comfy. Let's get started. First of all, I'm heading over Freepik and AI image generator. Here, as you know, that everything starts with idea, and as you can see, my previous work, we are talking about fictional but very cute smoothie. Before I will start with a prompt, I always think how I want my visual to affect audience, whether it's my possible customer. I want them just to desire whatever I create. So in that case, I'm hoping that possible customers would mouth water watching this this smoothie. And you, as designers, probably would keep wondering, how did she made it? So here I will show you how. Before typing the prompt, make sure that you describe all the details, light, texture, background, everything we could just remember, just to make sure that the output will be detailed and so close to your original idea. I'm pretty sure that Sophia or the team would share prompts if I go so fast or so slow, whether you can just catch up by using the prompts will be dropped somewhere. So I would get started. A thick, creamy smoothie with a yogurt texture blended in a vertical gradient from deep dark blue at the bottom and a pastel blue at the top. Served in a plastic to-go cup with a dome lid and a blue straw. Condensation on a cup. Isolated on white, which is obvious. And professional lighting. And you can select any mode that works with you. I'm going over Google Imagen 3, selecting 8, so I will have plenty good option to choose from, and hitting the standard canvas size, which is 304, and hitting generate. And just in seconds, we're gonna see our smoothies, and hopefully it will match my idea. Yes, I started to see some. That one looks pretty nice, but I'm still not satisfied. So I would hit one more time and just will wait for the results. Yes, this is much better. So don't hesitate to tap generate several times until you are satisfied. If you like it, then your audience would love it as well. So I tap here, I have a perfect mouth-watering smoothie. I would like to have it. So my next step, here's few ways you can go. The first one, you can upscale it for details, but as a moment of now, I just would skip this step just to save time because we have many steps ahead. And thinking of the future, I would like my smoothie to be zoomed out just to extend the canvas size so I can place any text or any icons, design just in the future. I'm not gonna do it right now or today, but just to keep this option. So I'm typing edit image and I'm resizing it. I'm typing on the screen and just dragging the rectangle on any desired location. Hopefully it's middled and expand. It's helping you just by itself. It just few clicks that still feels magic, just as it is. So I'm saving it. And right after that, you not all the time you will have a perfect white background, and this is totally fine. To fix that, I like off-white, the whitest white you prefer. So for that reason, Freepik also can help me. I'm heading over the extended image and typing edit image. Now heading over the background. And here I'm just removing my background to make sure that my background is crisp white. Okay, see how magically beautiful this transparent plastic cup created. It's just so nice. And you can pick any background you like. So you know which one I will pick, right? I'm saving it. Next step, it already looks so good, but let's make it as a more personalized, as it's branded product. I'm heading to the result here and typing create mockup. Guys, I also want to pause here a little bit. I want to let you know that if you have your very own product, you can upload and train your own model on objects and then modify your own product that you own, didn't borrow it from anyone, but own, and you can continue this workflow. For me, it's just imaginary Freepik smoothie, because my target is the viral video, not a customized brand as of this project. So I'm typing generate mockup. It will take a moment. Sometimes it's not happening from the first time. So knowing that, I'm just will upload, refresh the page and tap this, generate mockup. Yeah, now I know it's happening. When the image moved in the middle, I know this is it. It just will take a moment for AI to scan entire image and understand where it should place my logo or possible design. You in advance, you can prepare a logo on a transparent background to make sure that it will lay on your image perfectly. And so I did that. I'm uploading my prepared logo. Yes, you probably need to think of producing wonderful smoothies.
We definitely have to explore that because of the hot weather we have in Malaga where we base, like I can see a line of content doing smoothies. So like I'm noting it down.
So here you adjust the logo in a way you want, how you see it, because this tool is very intuitive. It just helps you as it is. So to blend it more realistically, you can select any preset you want. And I know that the blend mode would be normal. In that case, you can extend, drag, move. It's just easy and wonderful. So lighting, I go to maximum, and shadows, I overlay it to 100% and blend it. I prefer to minimal blend it. So here I would like to keep the logo quite big, not to overwhelm entire image, but yet to be very obvious and recognizable. I think I'm good right here. If I would move it horizontally, you have the option to distort for distortion. But as of now, I'm good. Opacity is about 90%. I'm very good and satisfied with it. I hit export. It would take a moment. Then I'm hitting to create again. It should pop up just here. And now my favorite fun part starts. I hit edit image again. And here tap retouch. Please tap the icon with the sparkle. And you can just paint just by your words. You don't need to be illustrator for this modification. So what? Oh my God, where's the logo gone? It's here. So now my plan is to change the color of the smoothie within the static, very same cup. For that, it might take a couple of steps, but we will get it. Consistency is the key. To make sure that the cup remains the same, I'm typing static image or camera, whatever you prefer. And let's say we color the smoothie into a deep raspberry red to vibrant magenta to soft strawberry pink. Recolor the straw to deep red. And I tap retouch. Here, one of the most critical steps is to make sure that the future adjustments are matching our original cup. Because thinking of the next step during animation, it is must have. So for some reason,
it might be maybe something that we typed on the prompt, because I know that this option is powered by Gemini. Maybe we can try again or refresh. It might be something like
sure. Let's try to refresh first.
But it's super cool, all the steps that you took. Like it's like a very creative way to generate like a super specific kind of in detail. I loved like how you took your time with the prompts and how specific they were with like the tones and like construction of them, and how you can like the mockup generator that we included like not too long ago is like I think the tool is the tool that feels the most like magic. Because it's just like one click and anything is like clickable, so to say. No, and what you mentioned, if you have like your own logo, whatever, you can apply it, distort it, change like the opacity and everything. So it's super helpful. And yeah, of course, everybody in the chat knows live demos have these things. Like we have to add like some adrenaline to it, and some steps of the way will be like putting up us for the challenge. But yeah, we're gonna give it a go and see if this time around it works. I'm gonna check also if it feels good to you, Eugenia, if we have some questions.
Totally.
I think somebody's asking if we have suggestions for small and detailed product generations. So maybe it might be related to precisely how you were crafting your prompts. So like the more detailed, the better you are with textures, lightning, things that are forming your product. I'm thinking if you have like a water bottle to emphasize the size of it, like the transparency and the opacity, the color of the lid, if the lid is one shape or another. So I think that the more details, the merrier. Always ready to go.
Not all the time, but I think also referring to the previous inspiring session, it was a good amount of time that you guys were discovering prompts, how it works. So sometimes a lot of information can be overloading. You should put in the beginning of your prompt the most valuable information that you would like your output to have. So it's not a lot and not too little. But again, there is no perfect formula, at least to me. I can keep generating and trying, adjusting, tweaking here, twisting there. So just keep trying. If you're not satisfied, for example, I can add ice cubes inside the smoothie. I can change the color of the cup, but in that case, I want it transparent. It's why I said a clear plastic to-go cup. So all of us have in mind what you mean by saying plastic to-go cup. You can make a twisted straw, or let's say a slice of lemon, whatever you desire, just add it, and pretty much just imagine in your head and try to describe it as close to your imagination.
I think that
let me give it a try again.
Perfect. I think that also something that we found at the very beginning that was helpful to users that had a hard time with prompting was that if you use the tool Reimagine with a specific visual that you kind of have in mind that you want to have like your prompt based on a specific image, uploading it and getting like a specific prompt, it's gonna work wonders, no? To kind of have like an automatic description of it. So Reimagine at the very beginning was like a good, like the tricky tool that people were using to get like exclusive kind of like more in-depth prompts, so to say, out of images. And then directly you copy it and you head over to the text to image and you start iterating on that. So sometimes it's good to kind of maybe you have a hard time, because I've had that happening as well, no? Like, how do I conceptualize this? Or maybe I don't know the words in English or whatever, So like using the trick of Reimagine to get it, it's nice.
Correct. Correct. English also not my first language, and can be a bit tricky because most of the AIs are trained on English language, which is results will be better in English than in any other languages. So you definitely need some support of probably a translator or Google or ChatGPT, Google Translator. Or just tap one simple button that will help you to enhance your prompt. So as a moment of now, since we got plenty of viewers who's hijacking Freepik from me, and
we are actually asking the engineers around because we're like in the backlog, like, hey guys, what is happening? And apparently we're having a bit of a hard time because of a usage limit. And I think that if we decide to give it like a go in a few minutes, it might work. But it's like I think at this point we could call it the curse of the inspiring sessions. No matter what, any feature is gonna be like, I know you guys are live on YouTube, so like we're gonna be like,
correct,
that just gonna
correct.
be, it's like it cannot be
Right.
perfect, but yeah, we think
Regardless, I did this steps couple of times, and I can show you guys how I would imagine it would look like while the engineers would try to fix it to show it live. So let's go. Yes, it's a little sneak peek. So as you can see, I generated very similar cup, placed the logo. After that, I head over the edit image and retouch. I typed the prompt that I just tried to type, and it did edit it. We will try again in a couple of minutes, but here I tried my very best. It took a couple of trials to make this cup consistent. So I hope it would change it faster, but as you can see, the size, the location, the shape, rotation, lighting, everything looks the same except the color of the straw and the color of the smoothie. So that was the first prompt. Again, you will have some prompts to recolor each smoothie later on. You can try them all. As we go to the next step to recolor it again, which is I had 5 variations of the color, make sure that you edit from the original cup because our logo was placed on the blue smoothie. And after each retouch, AI scan it again and can modify your logo. So make sure you head over the original image where you start and try to retouch it again, and over again. Do not continue from the result you got. Otherwise, by the 5th variation, your logo may look something else than original one. So as I said, here's the pink variation of smoothie gradient. Here's the green one.
wow.
Here's the charcoal blue, and I forgot the color, but probably it was just a vibrant pink. And here was lavender and charcoal gray. Again, it's totally up to your imagination. The only limit is your mind. So just unleash it and go ahead. Let's assume that shall we give it another try? Maybe it can
Yeah, I
work now.
we can give it the final one.
Yes, but if not, we will give it.
Yeah. Will we
We'll
be
continue.
catching up with the engineers and be like, hey guys, we had an inspiring session. Don't touch any buttons.
That's totally fine. So static image, recolor the smoothie into a deep raspberry red to vibrant magenta to soft strawberry pink. Recolor the straw to pink. And
come on, fingers crossed.
No, not today.
Let's
Not
go back to
today.
the ones that we had. Yeah, it's not.
That's totally fine.
It's a Monday for the generator today, even though it's Wednesday. But like,
It's not Friday, bottom line.
yeah, it feels like that. By the way, your feed is like making me so hungry, like, cause like so many like smoothies and everything. But like, it's like such a nice feed to scroll through. It's amazing.
That's true. So let's pretend we did all 5 variations as I just showed to you. And next step for me, again, as of here, you can skip upscaling or you can upscale each and every variation for more details and texture. I'm skipping it for now just to not overlap with our timing. Then I'm heading over videos. The model here I'm planning to use is King 1.6. No, not Elements, but Pro. King 1.6 Pro. Here, if we are looking into loopable video, we need to use starting frame from one animation and end frame from the other. So let's go here. Here we had blue. Yes, this is what I need. One moment. Okay. Use this frame, and for the end frame, I want it to be pink. Use this frame. Okay. You feel free just to put any effect you need, but I prefer to put static camera to keep position of the cup stable. Static camera refrost the smoothie into other gradient. Let's say effect also for that project I would prefer static and adjust the canvas size 5 seconds. I always recommend you to hit at least twice just to save the time in the future. After that, you can, right now you're switching the end frame became the start frame and adding the next image variation. So by that, you will have a smooth video of recoloring without sharp jumps. So next would be green. Use this frame. I keep very same prompt and hitting twice again, at least twice, just to have more freedom of choosing the animation. Again, I'm moving the green smoothie on the front and replacing the end frame with something else. And the next one would be this one. I'm hitting again at least twice. And 2 more steps. Moving on front, replacing with the next one, which is the lavender color. Hitting twice again. And here to make sure, so all our 5 variations have gone here, but to keep it loopable, now we connect the end frame and the very start frame from the very first generation. In that case, it will be loopable as many times as you want. No one will ever notice that video has ended. So now I'm picking the very first blue smoothie as we created, and I hit it twice again.
I think that in the meantime that the videos are generating, because people know that because you queued a bunch of them and everything, I think we have some exciting news to share with everybody who is watching us, and is that in a few moments, the Freepik user is going to be sharing a link with all of you in the chat, which is a possibility to get a ticket to join us at Upscale Conf in San Francisco, which is going to be a massive event about AI, about creativity. We're going to have a bunch of amazing speakers. If you were not familiar with it, go check them on the website. It's going to be a very, very cool event. It's hosted by Freepik. But anyway, it's not an event about us. It's about creativity, creators, AI, the industry, and everything. We really want to have deep conversations there, see what other creators and industry leaders are doing. We're going to have people from OpenAI. We're going to have people from Meta. We're going to have people from all over the place. So it's going to be an amazing event. And we're giving away 5 tickets that anybody that completes that type form that is based on the United States, Mexico, and Canada can submit. And I think that by Monday, we will be sharing the winner. So that's a very, very good plan, I think, to submit and to kind of dive into and join us in San Francisco. And if by any chance you do not get to be one of the lucky 5 winners, it's okay, because you're going to have a second chance to get that. And it's because in the coming weeks, Genia is going to be sharing also 1 ticket to join us on Upscale in her channel. So be sure to drop a follow to her account, which, by the way, she's sharing amazing content. Like, I have to confess that I'm obsessed with the content that you're sharing. Like, it's so beautiful and it's an amazing and it's kind of hypnotic. So you do better drop her a follow and be ready for when that giveaway is also happening on her profile. So yeah, that was like the big news to share. So everybody be aware of the chat, be filling up your details. And I think that with that, we've magically made sure that the videos are done, I think.
Let's see. Thank you so much, Sophia. This is actually amazing giveaway. And I really wonder to know who is those lucky people.
We're expecting to see who's the winner as well, because it's going to be beating us all up there in San Francisco. So it's going to be amazing.
So let's have a look what we've got.
Wow, that looks super nice.
Okay, let's give it another try. Okay, and as you remember, we hit it twice. So let's have a look.
Wow.
So hitting twice was not a bad idea. This one, second one actually looks even better. Now, next one. Let's try another one.
Yeah. Oh,
it happens, and just for that reason, again, you can hit generate once again, but I'm most likely gonna use the first option. Also, just before we will watch all the videos, to save the time, I would offer you to head over the next option that Freepik offers, which is video editor. This is quite new, as you can see, and probably some of you may not be aware that these features exist. You don't need to leave Freepik AI Suite anymore. Everything available just here. So we can preview the videos we just made within this video editor. But let's start with our beginning, which is, I remember that one was great. And then I said that the first one was good. Oh, at least acceptable. And let's have a look for the green one. What's happening? Okay, it's recolored nicely. And how about that one? Again, you feel free to adjust your prompt. You can defrost, sparkle, twist, jump, turn around. I think by now you know my style, and I prefer to keep it minimalistic, because for my opinion, the less is more. So I would keep the second one. And for the next step,
whoa.
That looks impressive.
They're both very cool, eh?
Oh my God, Sophia, which one?
It's hard to pick. I don't know. Is there a preference on the chat? Everybody else like left or right? I want to see quickly, fast, whoever.
Yeah, whoever first.
I think first is the winner, you know?
Yeah, please keep me updated. I'm still deciding.
It's very nice because I love how sometimes they go from like bottom to the top and then otherwise it's like
Correct. Like a frosting effect. You see how it freezes into other color.
Oh, definitely. So it's super cool. I'm watching the chat because I think we have a bit of a lag with the people. And I know that the Freepik team also pulled up a poll. So it's winning right. There's two rights. So let's do right.
Right. Okay. Yes, guys. Okay. And the last one, which is will turn into our original blue smoothie. The first is good. And oh, no. Where did it go? It was very nice process and then it just gone very fast.
Yeah.
So then I would hit this one. And now let's have a look of what we have. As you can see, the straw moved just a little bit. It's why you will have to be very consistent, which is, for me, it's also fine if straw is moving. It will give you a feeling that you are replacing the drink inside, while the logo stays very consistent and the cup is static. I love it. So now I'm exporting it and also saving it. And guys, if you're using this or similar projects for professional needs and commercial uses, don't skip the next step, which is video upscaler. This will add sharp and crisp details to your video and would definitely elevate your project for the next level. And right here, I'm uploading the video we just made. I'm hitting 4K that you can be freely publishing it as 4K on screens, commercials, anything you want. And hitting upscale. It will take some time, yet we can preview the previous project I made just to save time. Yes. So as you can see here, this is video upscaler.
Wow, it looks super sharp. Like you can tell in like the little drops that are like the condensation of it.
Correct.
It's like super sharp. So it's
Right.
amazing. Like a super in terms of quality is like a super doable social media kind of footage for like a brand. Like the quality is there. So that's amazing. Like from the
Right.
get. Yeah. And he's very happy.
Myself, I would like to have one.
Like I'm getting a smoothie when I leave the office. Like to be honest with all of you, like that's happening. Yeah, and I love what you like the movement of the straw. It rather than feeling weird, is like, you know, giving it like a twist, so it's like more alive and like dynamic.
Right. So of course we cannot showcase of Retouch at that moment, but I want to tell you guys that the consistency is the key. Please try hit retouch as many times as you can and make sure that it's really aligned with your original cup. Otherwise, it will keep moving, it will keep shrinking, inflating. It will be very obvious for visual result. So please think ahead, think of the next step, what you are planning to do, and find the best matching retouch with your original image. Would be the secret.
Very cool, very cool. I'm still like, not gonna lie, I'm hypnotized every time like I see like the colors moving and changing. Like it's a super cool effect.
Correct. And he also cannot see where the video ends. It keeps looping around, and maybe people would just keep waiting for more more gradients to come, more colors to pop up.
Definitely. And I think that's something very cool that you mentioned about the video editor that we have is that let's say that the user or whoever is watching, you have a specificity to, let's say, add some copy on top of it, no? Because maybe you want to advertise smoothies on X street, no? Like you can type that and play around with what part of the timeline of your video you want to have that, or even if you want to add music, or let's say like a sound effect, when you're opening like a can and it sounds like super refreshing, like that kind of thing, you can generate the sound effect of that. So I think that it's fairly safe to say that you can come in with the idea and the logo of what you want to create and leave the process a handful with like a bunch of videos, like and we did like the vertical, but it could certainly be done horizontally with like copy space.
Absolutely. Here's the thing that by zooming it out, it will allow you to expand your Canva to any size you want, horizontal for YouTube, or 9 or 16 for Instagram Reels or TikTok. So by zooming out, you give yourself a future freedom of placing whatever you want or expanding the background. And of course, in my case, it's white. It probably would be easier to expand without noticeable sharp frame. But Freepik is amazing, and it can add details into anything on a street, on a kitchen table, anything. Just creativity.
Yeah, I think that's the core of it. Like AI at this point is the tool. You have to bring, the idea, the vision and everything. And if you don't have that, you can like play around and find it, but it's the better that you bring, it's gonna be more amazing. I've been told by the voices of Freepik that if we give it a go on the retouch now, it might be working.
Okay, let's
So
go.
that it was like something that we dreamt of and never happened, like clink. And I'm gonna be checking the chat for some questions that I haven't done in a while. We see the poll. The left won in the end. We saw so many people saying right at the beginning, but then the left one. So yeah,
We say it first comes first served. I'm sorry, guys. You had to be faster. I'm so sorry.
All right, next time around. We see some questions about credit and to remove credits and premium plans and to have like an unlimited option. That is something that as of today with the plans that we have, they're based on a credit system. So we're not confirming, not denying that unlimited might be something to happen down the road. But as of today, we have the plans with the specific numbers of credits and the possibility to add credits with like add-ons is already there, and it's available for every user with certain needs. We've had plenty of people have like specific needs for add-ons if they're working on like video projects or music projects or things like that. So the possibility to kind of have additional credits on top of your plans, it's doable, but we'll take that feedback and we'll share it with the team for sure. More questions. We've had some people ask about having like a jewelry kind of reference photo and having the consistency of it, but I think that is definitely another workshop, because if we go into like detailing and consistency and I think that it's doable. And I don't know if you have any specific tips on working with like consistency with very
Yes. Yes, definitely. Again, as you mentioned, it should be another workflow, but if just briefly say that you can upload your product, and then you can change background if you want just minimalistic changes, like a leafy background and your ring lace on the grass, just for minimalistic changes and to keep your product as consistent as possible. You can just remove or just replace background. You can adjust the lighting. Freepik is amazing with this feature. So you can give it a try. This is first option. And the second one, a new one, which is you can train the object for your product. You will need, I believe, between 5 to 25 images. I would say 15 would be optimal, but more is better. And just adjust anything you want. You can, Sophia, maybe you can tell me what model would work with objects.
With objects, I think the underlying model, so to say, is very similar to the ones that we have with characters and style. So they're mostly based on the Flux models. As you'll see, we'll have like plenty of options there. And a tool that a tip and secret that I'm going to be sharing when it comes to product consistency as well is that we have one of the creators here at Freepik that discovered that you can have like one character or one object for, I don't know, like a pair of headphones, no? But if you decide to train multiple objects because they are different views of the object, that is also going to be like hyper realistic to the angle that you want to generate. And the same thing goes for people with specific accessories. So, for example, I remember a girl who had to train with a specific model without glasses and with sunglasses. So, like the consistency of the character with sunglasses and without was amazing. And the same thing that you did with the caps, kind of to transition in between them, or like wearing some glasses and everything, like the quality and the consistency was outstanding. So thinking of styles and characters as something that you can multiply with a consistency onto them because you want to have like the super kind of accuracy detail on them is just like a very good to go option. And we're not talking about how the retouch option work now. And we got our pink smoothie.
Correct.
Yay!
Correct. So here would be just a perfect example. Here's our original cup we were trying to retouch. So here you can just compare how it was. See, it is shrinking. Now let's go again to original one. It moved. So imagine of thinking of now that you know what would happen to it. We will animate it and the transition will not be that smooth. It just will feel like the cup is moving, wiggling. This is not what we are trying to achieve. For that reason, I believe that the very first one had at least very minimal movement that likely will not be noticeable in the future animation transition. So try to find something similar to the original image. And as you can see, logo stays very consistent. It's not modifying. It can modify. So please make sure that your words are still spelled correctly and the logo still looks very original. Otherwise, we will. My target is to have as realistic visuals as possible. So if the logo will be misspelled or modified, you can spot that this is AI. I want people to keep wondering, is it a real photo shoot or is it AI? This is will let you stop scrolling and it goes to your friends, people resharing, and it became viral.
Definitely. I have to say that I'm super, super impressed with what we saw today because it's precisely what you mentioned. No, it feels like mind blowing to see that we created this with like so little clicks, but like
Correct.
we had a clear thing in mind of what you wanted to build and how it was gonna look. It was super accurate when you executed it. So like that's amazing. I think that today's session was outstanding. I learned a lot. Now I want to make my own smoothies, my own everything. Like I'm obsessed with like the glittering kind of shaping colors effect. I highly recommend everybody in the chat and watching this session to go find you on Instagram, on your social accounts, because the content that you're making is as outstanding as the one we're seeing today. So
Thank you.
They do that. Just to wrap up, I'm gonna remind everybody that there's the Upscale Conf contest available. I think the Freepik people pinned it on the chat, so you have the type form there to fill out and cross the fingers to get one of the winning tickets. And yeah, I think I'm not forgetting anything. We can mention that next month's Inspiring Session might be related to Upscale Conf. We're gonna keep it on the lower end, but maybe if some of you are in San Francisco or the Bay Area and mind to drop by our Freepik office, we might have some drinks and bump into each other there in the Inspiring Session. We'll keep it a mystery in the meantime. And lastly, but not less important, thank you, Evgenia, for your time, your knowledge,
Of course.
everything that you
My
showed
pleasure.
It was amazing. I'm super happy. I think everybody learned a lot, and we had an amazing time. Even though Retouch behaved in the way that it's coming up in the inspiring sessions, but we managed to do it in the end. So thank you, and thanks to everybody watching. See you in the next inspiring session. Have a good day.
Thank you, everyone.